Hey, welcome to our review of the 2023 A24 movie Talk to Me. So,
Oh crap!
so
All right,
as you
sorry.
can see, yeah, as you can see here, I'm just kind of hanging out with all the cast at their little party where they got the hand there, and we'll get into it, what the hand does, what the significance of it is, all
Yeah.
that stuff. But but I am your host. I'm Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, or Jordan Talk to Me Anderson, because that's like the name of it. It kind of plays a big role in it, and then also what it says underneath there. I almost don't want to repeat it, but because it's kind of creepy, like in the movie when you hear it said. But yeah, and I'm joined here with Ross Bristow. How's it going, Ross?
It's going great, and like I cannot wait to talk about this movie because and plus, like if you really think about it too, this film is kind of a foreign film in a way.
Right, because it was, I think, basically filmed in Australia. Most of the cast is from Australia, so
Yep,
yeah.
and the USA company bought it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yep, which is awesome because just to give a little context, so Talk to Me, it was uh, released on July 28th, 2023, so just a few days ago, and it has a runtime of an hour and 35 minutes, and so it's not too crazy long, like only about an hour and a half. It kind of flies by actually, and it's directed by two first time directors. They're brothers. They're the Philippou brothers, Danny and Michael Philippou. And I guarantee you, this isn't the last we're going to see of these guys because this movie's making money.
Yep, and they're also
And
YouTubers.
yeah, they're also YouTubers. Their channel that's called the Raka Raka channel that I went and checked out a little bit of it, and it's like them just doing crazy like simulated violence, like simulating and doing kind of fake violence on people. Even saw them doing it on their little sister, like pretending to like beat the crap out of her on her bed, but then they actually pan down and they show that she's not even there on the bed. But it looks like they like throw her on there. She's on the bed. They start punching her, and then they actually pan down and they're like, no, she's not really even there. So they do some pretty wild, crazy stuff on there. But I mean, they were able to take their skills and use it to make a full
Yes,
length movie, which is awesome. Yeah,
this film has some great like real effects too. Like not CGI. This film
right.
has some crazy stuff in it.
Yeah, so I was just gonna say that so far, already on the opening weekend, it's already making money. So the movie had a $4.5 million budget, and it made so far already a little over $10 million. So like that's pretty good. And like who knows? Like I don't expect it to be in theaters long, just because we're in the summer season. It's not going to be there super long, but at least another week. So if you have a chance to go and check it out, go and see it. Maybe it'll get lucky because it's actually making movies. It'll stick around 2 more weeks. Is what I'm hoping, because I definitely want to try to go see it one more time because this movie was great. Yeah. so yeah, and
Making about $20 million in its long run, which
yeah,
would be a
right.
success. If you think about it, that's 5 times its budget.
Yeah, right, which is awesome. Yeah. And I didn't let everyone know that we're going to start with some non-spoiler stuff, and then we'll get into some spoilers in the second half. So I'm just going to throw up a little banner. When you see that it says non-spoiler, we'll be talking non-spoiler. If you don't want to be spoiled, then when the spoiler stuff comes out, we'll let you know, and then you can tune out and go see. We'll make sure that you go see the movie first. I would say some people don't care about spoilers, but if you do care, then we'll let you know about when the spoilers are coming. And then so Ross, I wanted to play a quick little game with you. So I call it the Rotten Tomatoes game, which I don't know if you've looked at the Rotten Tomatoes score that's
I have
been
before, yeah,
getting.
yeah.
Okay, so then you're already familiar because yeah, the critics, they rate it really high. It's got a 95 from the critics. So usually, if you haven't looked at it, I'll let people try to guess. But no worries. Did you looked at it? So yeah, 95 from the critics, and the audience score of 82%. So that's good. And I think that the audience score is even going to go up even higher once the word of mouth gets out there and people start start seeing it and it gets more eyes on it. So yeah, I think it'll definitely go up. And then I have the synopsis here. So the brief one, when you Google it, it says when a group of friends discover how to conjure spirits by using an embalmed hand, they become hooked on the new thrill until one of them unleashes terrifying supernatural forces. And also, this movie Talk to Me. It's not to be confused with the 2007 movie Talk to Me that stars Don Cheadle. This is another one that a movie that's called Talk to Me also. So this is the 2023 one that we're talking about. But yeah. So Ross, I was just going to get your general thoughts on the movie. What do you think about this movie overall?
Okay, I was expecting to like it. I didn't know that I would love it. Like I thought that maybe like the first like 10, 15 minutes were slow, but then the minute that they get to the talk to me stuff, that's when it really picks up. And man, it never lets up after that. And then like this movie has something that I love. Like it's a sense of dread throughout. Like oh my god, what happened? Yep. And then like Joe Bird gives the best performance in the movie. Not the girl.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's really, really solid. And yeah, speaking of the cast, I can get into the cast a little bit and also some of my general thoughts, because yeah, as of about a week and a half ago, I'd never even heard of this movie. Like I hadn't even seen trailers. I didn't even know what this movie was, but my co-host Austin kind of tuned me into it, and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna go see the probably Haunted Mansion this weekend, and that horror movie Talk to Me. And I was like, Talk to Me? Like, what's that about? It's like, it's the one where they have the little hand and they grab onto the hand and it like makes them become possessed. I'm like, no idea. Like, I don't know. So I went and watched the trailers and I was like, sure, I'll go see it. Like it's an A24. It's good. And I'm a big horror fan. So I went to go see it, and man, like I was blown away. This movie, like there's a good chance that this movie might make my top 10 movies of the year, possibly. Like it's that good to me. So yep, we'll see.
Then, like, do you know who I thought was in this, but he wasn't though?
Who was that?
Wood Harris. If you ever watched The Wire or remember the Titans.
Oh yeah,
Julius.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Oh,
I thought he was the dad.
Oh yeah, you're right. That does kind of look like him. Yeah.
And it sounds like him too.
But it's actually, I got the cast pull up here. His name's Marcus Johnson. So he's in it. But yeah. So the cast are like basically for the most part unknown. There is one recognizable name, and that's Miranda Otto. She played Galadriel in the Lord of the Rings series.
So, no. She was Eowyn.
Oh yeah. You're right. Eowyn. Yeah. Eowyn in it. So yeah, she's in that. But then you got. So I'm just gonna run down the main cast. We got Sophia Wilde playing Mia, Zoe Tarakis playing Haley, and then Miranda Otto plays the mom, Sue. You got Jet Gasly playing Alex, Chris Alacio playing Josh. You got Otis Donji playing Daniel, and you got Joe Bird playing Riley. And those are essentially like the main cast. There's some other cast members, but I'll just go through those ones. And some of the standouts to me though, like I really like the main character Mia. I thought she was really great, especially like in the scenes like when she's trying to act all like cool right before she gets possessed. And like I just like the whole party kind of vibe, kind of atmosphere, because I even like Zoe Tarakis also. I thought which to be fair, Zoe Tarakis is a trans person now who was once a female, but then she transitioned to be a trans now. So she is referred to as a they. So if you hear me say they, that's just what she goes by now. And yeah, I thought Zoe was awesome too. Just like the kind of cool kind of person, just kind of hanging out like in the back with the other guy who brings him the hand. That's Josh, played by Chris Alazio, which and I looked him up too. Like he looked familiar too. There's a movie that our good friend Malcolm Lay showed us that's called Sione's Wedding, and on some other countries that they call it Samoan Wedding. He looked like one of the guys from that, but I think that he might be of Samoan descent. But it says that he lives in Australia. But yeah, so that's that
Yep, and
guy.
he's gonna be in the next Goal Wins. I can't wait.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's gonna be in Next Goal Win. Yeah, which I've heard really good things about so far. Some early things coming out about that. So which is awesome because Taika Waititi that is my all-time favorite director. So
it's gonna be funny though because like it said, the plot already sounds good. It says the story of the infamous, terrible American Samoa soccer team known for a brutal 2021 FIFA match where they lost 31-0.
Oh yeah, 31 nothing.
If you guys don't understand like why that's such a big deal in soccer, 3-0 is considered a blowout.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So that's crazy. Yeah. And of course, having Michael Fassbender as a star in that one will be pretty awesome. So yeah. And so in the movie Talk to Me, they basically they have this hand that's like an embalmed hand that they said that they got from some person at a different party. It just gave it to one of the guys, and they just grab onto it, and then they say talk to me. And when they say that, they start seeing dead people, or they start seeing just kind of some supernatural kind of things.
And then me in.
Yeah, they say I let you in, and then when they say that, that's when they allow one of the spirits to kind of take over their body, that kind of become possessed for a minute, and when they do it too, like it's actually like kind of cool. You like see their like eyes turn like totally black, and they use it as like almost like a drug. They're using it like in a way to almost like for like a high, like you see it. Like one of my favorite segments in the movie, actually probably my most favorite, when they're at the party, and there's like a music montage where they're like doing it over and over again, and each one takes a turn, and they're doing it multiple times, and you see them just kind of shaking and kind of doing their thing, and they have a really a banger of a song that even after the movie, I looked it up to see what it was. There's an Australian band. I just want to shout it out. So they're called 1-4, and the song's called Spot the Difference. I'm not going to play it because of copyright stuff, but you can kind of see it here. That's on my Spotify there.
Oh,
so go look up the band
because of your green screen.
Oh yeah, here, let me see if I can. Oh yeah, the green screen. Yeah. Well, anyways, they're called 1-4. It's all one word, and the song's called Spot the Difference. But when it came on though, like I was just dancing, like in my seat, just like getting pumped up. I'm like, this is really cool, but it's also doesn't really take away from the creepy vibe because they're still all taking turns,
and they're being like stupid too, like they're being stupid too with it, like really,
yeah, like
really
even.
like
yeah, like you even mentioned
smoking joints through the fingers and stuff.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you were mentioning that before we went live about the marijuana.
Yeah, like they literally, have it on their shoulder, and they're seen like smoking the joint on the shoulder through.
Yeah, which is pretty funny. Yeah, because that's one thing that I like is they like have the horror elements. Then you have a creep factor. Then you have good stories and relationships between friends and between family and all those things. And they so the two main friends. So it's Sophie, and then Sophie Wilde's the actress, Mia, and then her friend Alex, and so they go to the party, and then they end up bringing their which I believe it's their younger siblings, or like Alex's younger brother and his friend. They bring them there, and eventually they get to the point where Alex's younger brother Riley, he wants to try it, but they're not letting some of the younger ones do it because they're just kind of afraid. They're like too young. They don't want them to be exposed to any of that. But then they say, and so they let him do it, and they say, all right, no more than 15 seconds, because they originally have a thing where like you can't go under for more than 90 seconds, or else that allows the spirits to really take over, and like some crazy things can happen. And so they always cut it off. They cut off right before, except for Mia. There's a time where like I believe that she goes, just over 90 seconds. So like some like really creepy stuff start happening to her because the spirits become attached to you, and then you start seeing things even when you're not under the like influence of this hand. And so when they let the younger brother Riley do it, they say, all right, no more than 15 seconds. And they say, okay. But then when he goes under, it's what you think. Now, there's some kind of theories going back and forth to where like what spirit actually possesses Riley, because Mia says, it's like, wait a minute, no, look, like don't take him out. That's the spirit of my mom talking to me. And like I kind of feel like it was the spirit of her mom, but there's some other theories that there was other spirits pretending to be the mom and like trying to imitate the mom. So like you don't really know it for sure, but they keep him under, and the younger brother ends up staying for like 2 minutes under, and like crazy stuff starts happening. He goes over to the wall and he starts banging his head on the wall over and over
and
over
the tile
again.
breaks and then like cuts out his eye and stuff.
Yeah, he's like trying to rip his eye out. That was a really disturbing part. Like when I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to try to dig my own eye out. Yeah. So, yeah. So like it's pretty crazy. And so from then on, the younger brother's put into a coma basically after that because he's possessed and actually, so what I'm going to do, so I'm going to remove the non-spoiler. We can kind of talk some spoilers here because
because I'm gonna
anything
bring up
else.
something. I'm gonna bring up how one scene reminded me of The Sixth Sense.
Oh yeah, for sure. And
I think you know which one you mean.
I think I might have an idea. I think, and also too, like there's some things that I want to say, but I feel like if I say them, it might be considered kind of spoilers. So, if you want to tune out, you can tune out now. That's basically our non-spoiler. We're going to talk spoilers now, so I'm going to switch it over, and it's at your own risk if you want to continue. So, all right. So now we're going spoilers, and so yeah, so essentially Riley gets put into this coma, and then you actually see like a scene of like all the spirits kind of like hanging on to him. Like when Mia goes over to the other side, she gets a little glimpse of like them keeping him trapped over there, and they're not letting him go, and so he's just trapped, and that's kind of what the coma does. But so you were saying that something remind you of The Sixth Sense. What was that?
The old burned lady.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, you remember like when she's like crawling around, you know, like the old burned teacher inside the Sixth Sense.
Yeah,
so
that's right. Because
like I thought Quentin Tarantino directed the scene too was the foot.
Oh yeah, right.
When you see the spirit like sucking on the foot.
Oh yeah, there's that whole scene where like in the scene too. There's a thing like I almost forgot about that where they have one of the guy his name's Daniel in the movie is dating Alex, but then I guess Mia and Daniel like almost sort of had a relationship. They like kind of maybe hooked up or something once and like a long time ago, but now he's dating her friend Alex, and so the just on and off through the movie, because Mia's still friends with Daniel, you kind of see him kind of like just like butting up and like kind of getting close with each other and that kind of thing, but they just like play it off like they're just friends, maybe more in Mia's mind, like she still likes him or might have a crush on him or something. I'm not sure, but the whole thing when like all this crazy stuff's going down, she doesn't want to be alone, so she has Daniel come stay the night with her, and that's where the whole like sucking on the foot goes or like happens, because she's having some kind of dream where like some kind of like demon or something's like sucking on her foot, and then she wakes up and it's actually her sucking on his foot, and it's like really weird. It's like really disturbing. You're like, what the fuck?
And there's one scene that I actually found a mistake with though too.
Yeah.
Do you remember like the scene
What's
where
that?
she's trying to talk to her mom, right?
Yeah.
She never blows out the candle.
Oh yeah,
she just falls asleep with it. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, because that's another thing is to if to light a candle, that allows the spirits to come in come in, they say open the door, and then you have to blow it out at the end of it to close the door. And yeah, there's like certain times where they don't blow out the a candle, and that's one of them when she's talking to her mom. Yeah. So, and that kind of allows more the spirits to kind of get in, and like Mia starts seeing all kinds of crazy things, and they start asking some of the other guys, like, are you seeing crazy things? Like, I'm seeing all this crazy stuff, and they're like, no, like, we're not really seeing it. And I think like part of it's one, she was under a little too long and did it too many times, but then also they didn't blow out the candle. Yeah, so she's kinda...
but still, this movie was really good. And then like some of the spirits, how they're all done with practical effects.
Yeah, which is really cool that they're able to do that, because like right away when Mia, she first goes under, she sees like the face of like an old lady or something, or like I don't know what it is, but it's like a really creepy looking image. She's like really freaked out, because that usually when a person goes under, the talk to me hand, when they say talk to me, they immediately see someone that's dead, just like right in their room with them. So just crazy. But yeah, and so one of the other things is too, so Miranda Otto, who plays the mom, she's like a very overprotective mom. She's like going up to him, she's like, so you having a party tonight? You guys are having a party tonight? I go to work, 'cause I don't know like if she works nights or like, or she's going out of town, but like she's gonna be gone, and so she's like accusing everyone, like, nope, we're not having any kind of party. They're not really, but they are having a couple of friends over, and they're gonna do some more stuff with the hand, like that kind of stuff. And then they're like asking people if they like smoke marijuana, or if they're going to be drinking. The one guy, Daniel, they say that he's a very Christian guy, isn't doing any of that kind of stuff, and so yeah, so like she's very like just like super overprotective of mother. And then the whole thing when the younger brother Riley, when he goes into his coma thing. So at first, Alex and the mom, they're like really pissed at Mia, because they're like blaming basically everything that happened on her. They're like, this is your fault. What did you give him? Did you give him some kind of drug, some kind of pills? Like, what did he take? And like they just told her to leave, and like she's really sad because she can't be there to figure out if he's gonna be okay. And then like eventually they end up forgiving her, because she they do like a toxicology report or whatever they call it, and they find out that there's no drugs or anything in his system. So they're like, it's fine, like there wasn't anything in his system, so like we're not really sure what's going on, So yeah, it's a crazy thing, but and let's see, yeah, like that's pretty much like the main points, besides the ending. The ending is like really kind of like the very divisive, and like I have some thoughts, but like, what did you think? What were your like?
It took me a while to get the ending, like after she killed her own dad. We'll get to that, but yeah, I liked it, and I'm like, I really don't see this. I don't want this to become a franchise. This should be a one-off. Because it has an ending.
Right, yeah. Actually, has a definitive ending, and also too, there's a subplot with the mom where like you don't know if the mom overdosed on some pills, if she killed herself, or like if the dad had a hand in it. But like, what do you think about that too? Do you think that the mom killed herself, or?
Yeah, I mean, like, I think she probably like accidentally did or something, but but the dad, like, I know the dad had nothing to do with it. The dad was just kind of standoffish. But I'm just tired of the whole thing about like the real horror is the grief. We've had that enough.
Yeah, right. That is true. Yeah, and they don't really
Smile did it the best. I think though, Smile did it the best.
Too crazy much, but a little bit, yeah.
Because it's the third film in a year. You had Smile, then you had the Boogeyman, and then you had this.
Oh yeah, which the Boogeyman I still got to see. I haven't seen it yet, because I went to go try to see it. My theater had some weird showtime. They're only showing it in the morning, which is really weird for a horror movie, and so I wasn't able to see it in time. So I'm gonna try to catch it on streaming. But
oh my god, but you gotta talk to Zaire, Michael's friend, about it.
Yeah, for sure.
Because like I asked him, did you jump? And then like Zaire, you're like, who Michael goes, no man, I didn't. And Michael goes, oh please, you jumped. And then like he says, black men don't get scared of scary movies. They just have reactions, and we don't jump.
Oh, well, I used to work at a movie theater, and my friend, shoot, I'm like trying to remember what his name was because he moved away. But anyway, I had a friend there, and he was black, and it's in 2015. Right when they had the remake to Poltergeist out, and like we all knew that was a really cheesy movie, like it wasn't very good. But then like we kept saying, because all of us were ushers, and so we had to clean theaters, and we're like,
oh my god,
we're like, okay, oh no, it's all good. But we're like, okay, Riley, his name is Riley, yeah, just like the character in the movie. But we're like, okay, Riley, you got to go. Or no, his name was Reggie. That's what it was. It was Reggie. Sorry, I want to remember the name. We're like, okay, Reggie, you got to go clean the theater after Poltergeist. He always called it Poltergeist. He's like, I'm not going to, no Poltergeist movie. Then we freaks me out. And then we all went in there. During one of the biggest jump scares when like the skeletons start popping out of the ground, and we made him watch it, and like he screamed super loud, and it was like a halfway full theater, and so people were like looking at him like, what are you guys doing or whatever. But like it's pretty funny though. But yeah, like I have a black friend, and like he definitely jumped for sure.
Yeah, but but still, like as I said, no, we just have reactions. But still, like this movie though Mike's gonna take him to go see it. I'm thinking he'll jump.
Man. Yeah, because like I've seen some things online where like it's just clickbaity stuff where they're like talk to me might be the scariest movie of the year, and it's so scary it's making people pass out in the theater, and I'm like, I don't know if people are passing out in the theater, but it is pretty scary though. Like
it actually is, yeah, because is how because like some of the practical effects are just amazing. Like when the tile came out, and the guy's like smashing his head.
They're smashing his head. I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, that looks like very realistic. I'm like geez. Yeah, and then they have another part where the dad like has a letter from the mom, and he's like reading it to her that's like kind of like the final letter before she died. And like I'm still kind of on the fence as to whether that was a real letter or whether the dad was just making it up. I don't know. Like I think
it was real.
Yeah.
Because the way that he was like yelling at her and like holding her, saying, things are gonna be okay.
Yeah, right. Well, that's another thing. Like this movie has a lot of like interpretations where like you can see it one way or like maybe see it a different way, because we can get into the ending too, because near the end, so like Mia kind of comes to the realization that like maybe he has to go under the hand one more time because I never blew the candle out, so she wants to kind of redo it and have him do it while he's kind of in his little coma thing that he's in, and then but eventually she ends up taking him out of the room, makes up like a lie to her friend. She says like, hey, I need you to come over to my house and help me with something. Can you come over really quick? So she's like, okay, but then she lied about it, and then she's just trying to get everyone away from his body, and then he just grabs him, puts him in a wheelchair. It's like taking him outside the hospital over to like oncoming traffic, and is gonna like throw him into oncoming traffic to like maybe end it, because like at this point she just kind of thinks he's in a lot of pain and he's suffering and he just needs to kind of be put out of his misery. But then at the end, like she can't bring herself to do it, and actually throws herself into a traffic, which I kind of think maybe that's to show that she's in a lot of pain and like she's suffering because she's seeing all kinds of crazy things, and so she just wants it to end. And so she died, and it's really cool. Like the final scene, you see a different group of people at a party, and like they're doing the talk to me thing, and then all of a sudden it's like her sitting in a chair, and like she's the dead person that they're actually seeing now because she's dead, which is cool.
Yeah, that's when it took me a while, but I went, oh, okay, like because like they were Greek too.
Yeah, so like I was a little confused by that when I first saw it. Then afterward, I'm like, okay, like I gotta go look up something online and see if someone can explain what just happened at the end of me, and like that kind of makes sense. So yeah.
Yeah, but in my showing helped too, because like we actually had the subtitles showing.
Oh yeah. That was the same with my showing too. They had the subtitles too, like
which that actually helped out a lot, because like without it, I wouldn't be able to understand some of the stuff that they were saying.
Yeah, right. That actually helped because some of them had some kind of thicker accents and like
Yeah, and then the
like different
beginning
things.
too was
So,
weird too.
oh yeah. When it's so the beginning, like I'm like trying to remember what happens at the
Remember with the
very
party
beginning.
where they got the hand from?
Oh yeah, they actually show like them getting the hand. Yeah, that's right.
No,
Yeah,
no, no. Remember
right.
the party? Like where the guy killed himself and then his little brother.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, that
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense.
That's where
Yeah,
the guy got the hand from.
yeah. Right. Yeah, and then also the whole thing with like doing the hand that sort of becomes like a viral trend too. They're like putting it on like social media and like or like TikTok or whatever, and like they're watching people do it on there too. So it kind of becomes almost like a viral kind of thing. And
Yeah.
like I don't know how there's a scene where like Mia like she has the hand. I guess they let her borrow it or whatever, and then she goes under herself. I'm like, there's nobody there to wake her up. Like how's she gonna get out of there or like something? But like she finds a way to do it, I guess. But yeah, but
So
that might be like more as to why, like even like more to the fact that she's like seeing all these spirits outside of being possessed too. So
yeah, because like this, but like this movie, like had a cool, just like, and plus two, like I could actually see kids doing stuff like this nowadays.
oh yeah, same here.
I would
Yeah.
not touch that thing though with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah, right. It's like when you see something like that, then you see people actually becoming possessed because you see what happens to their eyes and everything. You're just like nope, not gonna happen. No. But for me, probably this is my favorite horror movie of the year. I haven't seen every horror movie. Like I haven't seen Megan yet. I didn't see that one, but I did see Evil Dead Rise. I saw The Pope's Exorcist. I saw
How was
Knock at the
that?
Cabin. That's a few of them. Oh, The Pope's Exorcist.
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie's actually really good. Like it's kind of more like I wasn't sure if it's going to be up my alley because it's sort of like a period piece of sorts, but it actually is like really good. Yeah, like especially Russell Crowe. He gives like an amazing performance in that, like really good.
Yeah,
So
I've seen you like Cocaine Bear. I saw Knock at the Cabin. I saw Evil Dead
so
Rise. I saw this.
yeah,
I saw
so
Scream 6.
oh yeah, Scream 6. That's another one. Yep. Yeah, so like it'll be up there for sure.
Yep.
Like I think that it might make my top 10 of the year, but we'll see. We're only halfway through the year, so like I don't know for sure. Yeah, we still have another whole half of the year, so I'm not going to say for sure. But like one of the things that I do want to say is usually I'll end these reviews with a score out of 10. I like to rate them out of 10, and like this is one of like maybe the only well no. It's one of two movies because I gave John Wick Chapter 4 a 10 out of 10 because that movie's freaking awesome.
It is.
Yeah, but I think that surprisingly, I'm gonna give this movie a 10 out of 10. And this is my biggest surprise of the year. Like I hadn't heard of this movie until very recently, and it just blew me away. So, uh, uh, if you're a horror fan and you want to see one of the best horror movies in a long time, or if you're an A24 fan, even like go check this movie out because
Without any
it's
CGI
really
too.
good. Right. Like with almost no CGI, which we've had a couple. We had Oppenheimer that had almost no CGI. Now we have this one, which is kind of nice that they're doing more of that. And it was a good kind of a juxtaposition because right after I went and saw the Haunted Mansion, and that has a ton of CGI in that one.
Is that good or?
Uh, it's actually really good. Like as far as the overall story, I felt like that they could have done a little more with the actual story. But if you compare it to the actual ride, there's things that are ripped like right out of the ride from Disneyland and Disney World. Like you feel like you're actually on the ride at like points. You see certain things that like scenes that actually happen like in the ride with the same exact music that they play on the ride, which is pretty cool.
Oh my god,
so that's really
so
awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's awesome. So yeah, but so I give it a 10 out of 10. So if you were to give it a score, what would you give it, Ross?
8.5 to 9. I liked it a lot, but I still had some issues, and then like the pacing in the beginning, before they do the thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there are a few things like for me they work, but I can kind of see how like some people might get a little confused or they might feel kind of like like maybe not as connected depending who you are. But like definitely, this is one that I want to try and go see a second time. Probably this week. I want to try to do a double feature with the new Ninja Turtles movie coming out, and then go see Talk to Me again. And
I cannot
actually,
wait for Wolf to see it. Wolf is gonna dig it, I think.
yeah, right. I think
Wolf will.
he'll love it because he's a big horror guy and like an A24 guy too. So yeah, he'll really like it. And also, like I kind of want to see Oppenheimer one more time too. So we'll see, because with Oppenheimer, I didn't love it, but I liked it though. I liked it enough that I want to go see it a second time.
What
and
about
try to
Barbie?
appreciate it more. So no, definitely not Barbie. No. Like I'm not a fan of Barbie. I mean, some people really liked it, but for me, it's not.
It actually is going down for me too. The more I think about it, it's going down for me.
Yeah, there's some issues with it, but we'll say that the Ryan Gosling performance was the best part of it.
Oh, like, he was.
He was awesome. So yeah, but I think that'll do it for a review for Talk to Me. It's a really great movie. We would highly recommend it. One of the biggest surprises of the year.
And the movie could have been called too, like Let Me In too.
Right. But there's another movie already called that, unfortunately. Yeah, right. But they literally, I could have called it that. Yeah, which is awesome. So, but yeah, so that'll do it for us tonight. I'll be back in just a little bit doing a review of the Haunted Mansion. Ross hasn't seen it yet, so he won't be joining me for that one. But you can maybe check out my review after you actually see the movie. But yeah, that'll do it. But do you have anything you want to plug really quick, or like anyone?
No, not right now. But like I think Wolf and I will do a review of it. Because I said I want to do a review of it because I said I liked it that much.
Yeah. Awesome. For me, I'm just gonna say, just tune in on Tuesday of this week. We'll be doing a battle of the Toms for a tournament fight. So it'll be Tom Cruise versus Tom Hanks movies. We'll be breaking all of those down. So I got 6 blind spots. I gotta see how many I can watch. Do
you know which one you should watch with Tom Hanks that's underrated? It's called Nothing in Common.
I never even heard of that one. Nice.
And then you gotta see Philadelphia if you haven't seen it already.
Nope, I haven't seen Philadelphia. That's one of my blind spots. So I have Philadelphia. Actually made a little list here that I sent to Austin. So I have Philadelphia. I haven't seen Eyes Wide Shut, so that's one I gotta watch. I haven't seen Sleepless in Seattle. I got that one. And then The Firm and The Color of Money. So those are like a few I'm gonna try to watch.
The Firm is really good.
Yeah. So I definitely want to try to prioritize those. And then on Friday, probably Austin will be hosting it, but we're going to be doing a big animation tournament that's going to be to cap off our last tier ranker series of best animated movies of all time. And we're going to take every top 10 from every decade, plus all the 3 honorable mentions will be in a big tournament. I'm going to try to be there, but I'm also going to be out of town. But there's a chance I might be able to just tune in from my phone. But where I'm going, I don't have a lot of places that have Wi-Fi, so I won't be able to actually run it, but I can be a guest possibly. We'll see. I'll keep you guys posted on that. And then also, if you want to keep up to date with what's going on with the channel, definitely hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet. Share out the channel because that really helps us out a lot. Hit the little bell, hit the like button, all that stuff. And then you can follow us on social media if you go to Movie Hero 2121 on X and Instagram. Now you got to say X for some reason. I don't know what that's all about, but yeah, it's weird. But and then also you can find us in the Schmodown Friends and Family group on Facebook, where we have polls. There's a poll up for our last episode that we just did, which was our tier ranker of best movies with one word titles from 2016 till now. That's going on. You can go vote for that, and yeah, that'll do it. So yeah, this has been fun. Thanks for hanging out and doing this review with me, Ross.
Yeah.
And,
yep.
Yeah, and then I'll be back too later on this week because me and my buddy Chris Scott, I'm actually going to be in his neck of the woods. We're going to go see the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie together. We'll probably end up doing some kind of review of sorts afterwards because So yeah, so just watch for that coming this week too. For Ross Bristow, I've been Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and we will see you guys next time.